So we need to face up to one or two realities. We are skint, and it's getting worse.
British households, all of us, we're literally suffocating under the levels of high taxation that have increased under this Tory government over the last 14 years. The highest taxes for 70 years. And that's why we're confirming what we call the Great British Tax Cut. Yes, you see, we're the party of the workers. We know how hard it is. We know how people are suffering, are being suffocated by this burden of taxation. That's why the right thing to do, totally contrary to what the Tories have done and the Labour Party seem to accept. Now, the right thing to do is to make work pay. So let's lift the starting point at which anybody pays any income tax to £20,000 a year. This will cost about, give or take, depending on how many people are in work, about £40 billion. Now, you've all heard of the Bank of England. I'm going to talk you through what's going on, because frankly, there is a negligent scandal going on that I've been talking about for 12 months, and I think people need to understand. The way to pay for this tax cut is to rearrange the way Bank of England organises the interest, the debt payments that it makes on all of what we call the quantitative easing, all that money that it printed in the financial crisis and during COVID.
We're spending as much on debt interest as we're spending on education, which is ironic, isn't it? Because it's that generation at some point that are going to have to face up to the realities of all of this. Thus far, not been debated at all in the campaign. Projections are, whichever party wins, next year's deficit will be around about £100 billion. So we need to face up to one or two realities. We are skint, and it's getting worse. And at some point in time, we may even have trouble issuing gilts, issuing government bonds, unless the market sees we've got some solutions. And that is why the only way out is growth. And I think what Richard's just set out, in particular, putting up the tax threshold to £20,000 would be a very, very big step in the right direction.